Imagine arriving at the biggest football tournament on Earth, only to discover that your journey will be unlike anything any World Cup team has experienced before. Iran entered the 2026 World Cup carrying burdens that stretched far beyond tactics and team selection. While other nations settled into luxurious base camps inside host countries, Iran established its headquarters in Tijuana, Mexico, just across the border from the United States. Their original plan reportedly involved staying in Arizona, like many other teams preparing for the competition. But circumstances changed. Visa complications disrupted preparations and forced the squad to rethink everything. After spending weeks training in Turkey, they eventually relocated to Mexico, where local authorities coordinated security and logistics around their arrival. What happened next stunned many observers. For every group stage match scheduled in the United States, Iran adopted an extraordinary routine. On match days, the team boarded charter flights from Tijuana, entered the United States, fulfilled FIFA obligations, played before thousands of spectators, and then returned to Mexico before the night was over. No extended stay, no settling into a host city environment, no recovery at an American base camp. Every movement required military-level planning. Flights had to align perfectly with customs procedures, security arrangements, transportation schedules, and FIFA protocols. A single delay could create serious complications. While other nations focused entirely on football, Iran had to manage international travel repeatedly throughout the tournament. Even before a ball was kicked, their World Cup story had already become one of the most unusual chapters in football history. As if the travel complications were not enough, another controversy emerged involving the supporters who had hoped to stand behind their team. Under FIFA regulations, participating federations are generally entitled to a designated share of tickets for their supporters. Iranian football authorities stated that they had already begun distributing those tickets to fans who had arranged travel plans and accommodations. Then, shortly before the tournament opened, everything changed. According to official statements from Iran's Football Federation, the previously assigned allocation was withdrawn. The federation argued that the decision denied Iranian supporters access to seats they believed had been secured through official procedures. The issue quickly expanded beyond football administration. Iranian representatives sought alternative solutions, including proposals to relocate their matches entirely to Mexico in order to reduce complications affecting both fans and staff. However, tournament organizers maintained the original schedule. As a result, Iran prepared to play in American stadiums without the level of officially organized fan support they had expected. Football is often powered by the voices in the stands. The songs, flags, and emotions shared by thousands of supporters can inspire a team during its most difficult moments. For Iran, the possibility of competing without that familiar atmosphere added another challenge to an already extraordinary World Cup campaign. The difficulties extended deep into the squad itself. A large number of Iran's players came from domestic clubs. Reports suggested that disruptions affecting football activities at home had significantly reduced their opportunities for competitive matches. While many international stars arrived after completing demanding league campaigns, several Iranian players had spent months away from official competition. Training sessions attempted to maintain fitness and sharpness, but practice can never completely replicate the intensity of real matches. Another major talking point involved Sardar Azmoun, one of the most recognizable names in Iranian football history and among the country's greatest goal scorers. His absence from the final squad sparked widespread debate. Different explanations circulated publicly, and opinions remained divided over the circumstances surrounding the decision. Regardless of perspective, Iran entered the World Cup without one of its most experienced attacking figures. Responsibility, therefore, shifted toward the leaders who remained. Captain Ehsan Hajsafi carried not only the armband, but also the expectations of millions watching from around the world. Leadership under these circumstances demanded resilience, unity, and composure. For this Iranian team, every match represented far more than a tactical battle on the pitch. When the full picture is considered, Iran's participation in the 2026 World Cup stands as one of the tournament's most remarkable stories. A team based outside the country hosting its matches. Players navigating repeated international travel during the competition. Support staff facing administrative complications. Questions surrounding fan attendance. Debates over key squad selections. Athletes attempting to compete despite disrupted preparations. Yet despite every obstacle, Iran earned its place on football's biggest stage through qualification and sporting merit. Whatever opinions exist regarding politics and administration, the players themselves remained committed to the same dream shared by every World Cup participant, representing their nation with pride. Whether they advanced beyond the group stage or exited early, their campaign highlighted the extraordinary demands athletes sometimes face beyond the spotlight. Football is often described as more than a game. In Iran's case, that phrase carried unusual weight. Every appearance on the field reflected sacrifice, preparation, and determination that many spectators would never fully see. History may remember the scores and statistics, but many will also remember a team that refused to let uncertainty define them. And perhaps that is why, whenever Iran stepped onto the pitch, millions looked beyond the result and saw something greater. The enduring human desire to persevere and continue chasing a dream against all odds.